Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be diving into how to set up your planner and use it as your second brain. I know you may have heard of this concept in the past, but I wanted to dive into 3 things that you need to make sure your planner has in order to effectively use it as a second brain. And once you decide where these 3 things are going to be within your planner, it ultimately becomes your trusted system. You will find yourself using your planner and leaning on it on a daily basis, and that is the goal. So let's go ahead and dive into it. The very first thing that you have to do is choose the right planner. You have to have a planner that fits your life. So my particular planner of choice is always a customizable planner. I love the disc bound system because I can pull pages out, add pages in. That way I can completely customize my planner to fit my life. Now I know for some people having a fully customizable planner is overwhelming. They would rather have a spiral bound planner or a bound planner so that all 12 months are fit within these pages and they don't have the option to change. This depends on your personality. Should you use a ring bound, a disc bound? Should you have a hybrid planning system where you have a digital planner and a paper planner? All of that depends on your particular style and the way your mind works. But figuring out what system works best for you is definitely number one. The thing that I like to tell people is what's the thing that you continuously run back to? No matter how many times I would change my planner, I have tried ring bound, I have tried bound planners. I always found myself coming back to the disc bound system and customizing my planner. So ultimately over the years, I figured out that this one was the thing that I stuck to the most. And even though it's not perfect, it definitely fits my life. Now, once you decide what planner is best for you, the second thing that you have to figure out is how you are going to capture information into your planner. I use several spaces within my planner in order to capture information. The very first section that I will use is my to-do section. So my to-do section is one really long list that I will keep of all of the things that I need to do in different areas of my life. So this could be church to-dos, work to-dos, personal to-dos. All of them will go in this section, and I will highlight the big things that I want to make sure that I get done throughout the week, and I will put those in colorful boxes. But as I complete them, I will check them off. Now, the great thing about this spot is that it's a running list. I am just jotting things down throughout my day. So every single day, I will just add things to this list in order to make sure that I do not forget anything. So this is the first space where I will capture. The other spot where I will capture information is in my meetings area. This is where I will just jot down different things as they are coming up. I love to write on these pages because they help me to keep track of any to-dos that may come from a meeting or anything else that I might just need to brain dump. I will just add everything in here and then I will organize it in another section. But this is the best space for me to keep up with notes. So all of my ideas, any notes from any particular meetings or any random notes that I might want to write down throughout my day, I will usually add them in here. So this is a great spot for me to write down all of the things that happen in a meeting, and then if I need to pull out different things that I need to do from those notes, I will flip back to my to-do list and I will add the short version of the different things that I need to do here. But both of these are capture sections. That means that they don't really require much setup. It isn't much planning or organization that is going into these sections. They are all capture. I am just writing things down as they come up as a list form or in my notes. That is how I use these 2 areas of my planner, and they are vital to having your planner be a second brain. Every single area cannot be dedicated to specific planning. Some of them you may just need to capture and just jot different things down as it comes up. And if you don't have a spot where you can process information within your planner, you're not going to use it. So this is my area to process. This is my area to capture, and you need that within your planner in order to make it your second brain. Third thing that you need to do in order to make your planner, your second brain, is to use sections and categories. So I've divided my planner up into 6 sections. These 6 sections really do help me as I am using my planner as my second brain. So I have a section for my schedule, which is basically my catch-all. This is the spot that lets me know what I am supposed to be doing and what time it needs to get done. I also have my to-do section, which is my list. This is my capture. This is where I will just jot down a really long list of random things I'm brain dumping in this section. This helps me to process. I have my meeting section, which is all of my notes, and this is the notes from different meetings, and I will add any to-dos into my to-do planner. I also have my faith planner in here, my work planner in here, and my budget planner. And these planners really do help me with those particular areas of my life. But the great thing about setting my planner up this way is it helps me to make sure that I'm focusing on every area that is really important to me. If you're using your planner as the second brain, then you have to make sure that all aspects of your life are covered within your planner. If not, you will find yourself veering from your system when it comes to that particular thing. So for instance, if I did not have a spot to budget within this one system, then every time it was time for me to budget, I would feel like something was missing from my planner. I might pull out a notebook, I might pull out a napkin, I might start writing on sticky notes because I don't have a designated area for that within my system. So I'm going to make up one. My brain is going to try and find a way to organize that thing. But if you have all of the important sections and areas in your life in your one book, this is definitely going to help you to stick to your system. And even if it's not in one particular planner, y'all know that I will use my daily planner from time to time in order to process different things that are coming up throughout my day. And that is a classic size. And I will also use my brainstorming notebook. I've talked about my brainstorming notebook in other videos, but I will link it above just in case you need a refresher. These two are things that I will use in order to help me to capture and process throughout my day, especially if I am going in a spot where I can't take my planner. This might be too big. I might have a smaller bag. And so I will pull out my brainstorming notebook and throw it in my bag if I absolutely need to. But my system is a fully encompassed system to where I know that it's within one of these 3 books. So if it's not in my brainstorming notebook, I know where it is in my daily planner. If it's not in my daily planner, it is in my main planner. Either way, my system has me fully covered. So you have to make sure that every single area of your life is fully covered within your system. And that will help you to make sure you are using your planner as a second brain. My next tip is to review and plan regularly. So the best thing about your system is to make sure you are using it. And so with my system, I do have a set time where I am going to be using my brainstorming notebook, a set time for my daily planner, and a set time when I am updating and planning in my main planner. Having a set time to review your planner, to look at your planner, to plan in your planner is going to be essential for this to be your second brain. So the way that I plan and review my planner is I always start off in my weekly planner. My weekly hourly planner is where I will plan out my entire week, and I am usually looking at my to-do list from the week before, and I am going to add those things along with my scheduled items like my appointments and meetings all to my calendar, and I will map it all out. And then whatever happens in this planner trickles down to all of the others. So as I know different events are coming up, I might write in my budget planner how much certain things will cost me. If I know I have additional things that I need to do for this week, I will write those things in my to-do planner. If I have meetings for that week, I will write down that in my meetings planner. And if I have things for work, I will write down that in my work planner. So everything starts within this section and it trickles down into the others for the entire week. And I will plan out the entire week. And then as things come up and start to change, I will replan if needed within my daily planner. This is where I will be taking my daily notes. This is where I'm going to be marking off everything that happened for the day or did not happen for the day. It will all be within here. And as I am trying to just capture and think through different things, I will use my brainstorming notebook for that. Once I have finalized what exactly I need to do, it will transfer into my main planner. And this is how I continuously am using all three of these as my second brain. All three of these really do work together in order to help me to stay on top of everything, but they are considered my second brain. Now, that's how it really works for me. That does not mean that it's going to work exactly the same way for you. You may only need this one planner. You might only need my daily planner. You might only need the brainstorming notebook. And once you have the brainstorming notebook, you are good to go. You just have to find what works for you, and the best way to figure out what works for you and how to develop your second brain is to make it a habit. Make planning a habit. Try and plan every single day, whether you are doing a daily planner or just writing your to-dos in a notebook. You just want to have a system to where you are doing this every single day to make sure that you are nurturing the habit of planning. The more you make it a habit, the more your planner will become your go-to resource. Now, I cannot function without my planner. I need to see it. I need to make sure that I'm writing in it. I am always constantly traveling and making sure that I am updating it, but it's because now my planner has become such a habit that it feels like it's a part of me. It is something that I absolutely need in order to have a well-functioning life. And so I constantly update it so much to where it doesn't really feel like a chore anymore. It feels like a necessity. And I found that the more that I rely on my planner, the less I have stored in my memory. I don't store information in my memory. I automatically will pull out my planner and write it down, and it does help me to be more organized. And I'm able to follow up and stay on top of bills, appointments, family members, kids, all of that I'm able to stay on top of. So guys, those are the tips that I wanted to share with you. I really do hope that they help you. If you are trying to develop your planner as your second brain, hopefully you could take these tips and find a way to make sure that you are creating a system that will definitely work for you. So guys, I hope that this video has helped you, and I will see you all in my next one. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.